guys. Sorry for not posting for a while. I know it's been like a while, but I'm back from state testing and I don't have to worry about anything else except for other work that's like due next week or so. But who cares? Plus, I just got myself brand new headphones. I mean earbuds, but whatever. And it has a built-in mic. So what you should hear right now is me actually using it. Now I can speak much more clearer without me just have to edit, raising the voice. So yeah. And maybe if I need to raise the voice, it'll be over when I'm just like putting music in the background. But still, it works. And I'm glad for that. So no background noises, no whatsoever. So yeah. And I hope you enjoy this video. So yeah, if you're new, hi, my name is Zan. You can call me Alien Boy, and I just post random stuff, at least like once a month. And I may or may not be posting that often in the summertime because I'm about to start, looking for a job. But it might be flexible, so I might post. Okay, let's get into the video. Guys, it's me, Zan, aka Alien Boy, and today I'm going to explain two of my four receipts I have. There's gonna be Zoo and Terrence, and I'm gonna split it up into like three parts for both of them. There's gonna be who they are, their lore, and other miscellaneous facts, and etc. Okay, let's go. So up first in this segment, which is Zoo. He's 19, one of my trans characters, and he goes to college. And he studies about world religion and like cults that once passed or still around to this day. And the reason why he studies that is because to figure out something with it, because he's from a small town, which is a sort of it's a cult town to be exact. And he was from there, but he escaped at the cost of getting wings and getting a back injury. And when he got those wings, he got memories of an unknown god that died thousands of years ago, and and that god is kind of like what looks to be like friends with the god that's associated around his town, which I'll get to that in the next segment. And yeah, that's all. I'm gonna focus on the cult aspect of where Zoo was from. The cult name is called Trees of Everlasting. Where it originated somewhere in Europe in 1312. And where it's now is in Louisiana. And now I'm gonna focus on two characters that are really important to this cult. But first is Solus, which is before I just talk about it. No, this is not Stolas. Okay, it's Solus. Okay, Solus is like quote unquote savior and the one to quote unquote save humanity. Solus, the quote unquote god, the everlasting, is depicted to be tall as the trees, no eyes but a mouth. The clothes resemble a Catholic Church Pope. In his writings, he stated that he could show you the way to become something better, even better than a god. And here's something I want to tell you, that Solus, he was a fallen angel, and because he was like really envious of how gods were treated and how well respected they were. Yeah. And there's the other character, which is Toil, which he's depicted as a demon, or like king of darkness, or son of Lilith, or the end of humanity itself. Yeah, these are pretty bad titles, but he's like kind of depicted as an entity with long arms, claws for hands. He looks in the forest, but never attacks. Yeah. So here's some other key little facts. Toil is like Zoo's friend, or like childhood friend. Like everyone in the town was scared of Toil because how he was depicted. But with Zoo, he saw him as a friend. He was friendly. He was kind. And here's the thing: he was like one of the not like angels. It was more like it was one of the, like higher up angels that served like one of the dead gods. And so when I just explain what those two characters, it's kind of like with that one photo where it's like a demon makes himself more appeasing to humans to lure them, and then an angel makes himself look scary to protect humans. I don't know how it goes, but it was something along those lines. Yeah. And there's like pendants. There's like necklaces and pendants, and they have like like different looks to it, and they have meanings. And okay, the first one, yeah, it's kind of like a cross, but it's not really like a cross. It's just like has like one line and just like a vertical, a horizontal line going through it. Two horizontal lines going through it, one big and one small. Those are the followers, and they really just like they're just there, okay? They're just there to worship. And then there's the eye pendant, which is for like priests, the ones that could like communicate with the gods. Yeah. And then there's a tree pendant, which is like a sacrificial one, and is mainly worn by animals. It's only for animals only. And there's one more, and this is really kind of like important. There's one pendant which is shaped of like one of Toil's arms or hands, which they mean two things. It's either they're exiled or they're dangerous. And the reason why I'm saying the exile, this pendant and the sacrificial pendant is really important, because they also have like a little accessories to it. With the sacrificial one, it has like a little bow to it. With the exile one, it has like a black ring. And the thing was, Zoo, when he was like a kid, he wore that exact necklace of the exile or dangerous. That's that black ring. But he didn't know what it meant until he was like around 14, which was like the same age where he escaped and then lived in the orphanage and stuff. Yeah. On to the next segment, which is like some little miscellaneous stuff about like how he sounds like, his favorite stuff, and the aftermath of that said trauma. And if you want to know what they look like, I'm gonna put up on screen right now, and let's go. And also, side note, most of the stuff that is going to be shown throughout the rest of the video should be interactions, character design, etc. It's going to be, traditional, because I felt lazy to do it digitally. So, yeah, here are the important things on screen. Bam. Here's the first fact about Zoo. When he got his wings, it was very hard for him at first to control it because it was located right at the bottom back of his back. Yeah, like I couldn't explain it any further. But he started to get the hang of it, and once on too many occasions when he flies out in the nighttime or in the daytime, some people will see him flying, but they won't see his face. So they're thinking that, you know, he's an actual angel, which not really. He's just a regular dude who happens to have wings and is also traumatized. But who cares? Fact number 2, Zoo is part Russian, and also his voice playing is Zima from the verse 99, and I'm gonna drop a clip of it. So yeah.
Oh, but why? Inspiration always comes at night. Till now.
And this is not like a fact, this is more like a character that I forgot to present really early on, but here we are now. The character I'm going to present to you is Pastor Thila. He's, a pastor of the Trees of Everlasting. He doesn't look human. His head is more like somewhat box-like shape. So yeah, and besides, half of his face is more like shaded in, and because he was able to be more connected with the God. So yeah, so that's all I need to say, and now we're heading on to the next part, which is my other OC, Terrence. Terrence is a 22-year-old male, and he has horn, green eyes with yellow irises, and kind of laid back. Maybe depicted as lazy if I had a big fandom. And yeah, that's kind of really about him, just generally. Well, there's some other facts later, but yeah. So editing me here, I forgot to say that this is taken in the 2000s, so that's another little fun fact for all my 4 OCs. Okay, onward back to the video, and which is gonna be about the organization that he came from and how he's like that. So for this segment, it's gonna be really, really long, and if I put trigger warnings up, then there's gonna be a reason, but if not, then it's okay. So there's an organization that I created called the National Universal Research Disease Association, or shortened NORDO. NORDO is a massive operation in Bordeaux, France, started in 1931 by Henry T. Berenger. I just searched up random French last names and French first name. So yeah, that's how it's going. When fighting the virus, what I mean is, when fighting a virus, which is now known as tepid, a disease that corrupts the veins and turns them into purple, NORDO. Yeah, NORDO's winning almost 15 awards in the past 37 years. But when Louis Burrington, Henry T's great-grandson, died from assassination in 1968, the organization started to take a downturn after. One sec. I had to look over again because I thought I spelled the name wrong, but that's how the name is spelled. So after Marie Therese, a British took over the organization, people, especially children between the ages of 10 to 16, started to go missing. It has gotten bad to the point curfew were put in place, emergency broadcasts were put on, schools having drills frequently, and the investigations on kids grew. When it was found that Norda was kidnapping children and using them as lab rats, the building was raided. Most of the scientists were arrested, others escaped, but most of the documented by children. Their whereabouts are unknown to this day, and will never be because of one simple mistake. And this is where my character Terrence come in. Sheep. He's the head of Nurda and charismatic person, but listen, great at the same time. And I just will experiment that wouldn't agree with showing how bad he is. Where is his cousin, Dr. I? He works in the medicine department. He's really kind of grouchy. He may look mean, but he's kind-hearted. He was like the only person that actually cared about the children, especially Terrence, and saw Terrence was. He saw Terrence as his child, which here's some background information. He used to have a wife and kids, but they actually were tragic car accident, and he still blames himself to this day for that incident. He was also in that car with them, and he was the only one that survived, depending on why he has bandages on his left eye, because of a shark guy to side, yeah. And now onto the actual reason why Nura made a bad decision. I will explain about Dr. I and Dr. Sheep in another video along with the other side characters that are actually important to the character for the lore. So what actually happened was Terrence was taken to one of the testing rooms, and by Dr. Sheep. Dr. I tried to stop him, but other scientists, blocked the way, as Dr. Sheep was taking Terrence away. Dr. I trying to say, don't do it, because it's not about that. It will kill him. It will most likely kill everyone in the process, except for Terrence himself. It will cause a security breach, and Dr. Sheep injected Terrence with an enhanced version of Tepid, the same virus that was found in 1931, but he enhanced it to be much more stronger and to see how it will work on someone that's been ultimately changed a lot. And it didn't go well because he got killed in the process. More likely, I don't want to say killed, but knocked out, and which caused a security breach. Most of the doctors got killed. Some of them got injured, ran away, and Dr. I, he tried to stop him, but then reevaluated of thinking maybe he should help him and take care of him. So he took him and ran away with him along with the other children, giving the other children to families that actually care or try to find their families. So Terrence had been living with Dr. I for a while. Dr. I is an adopted father. So it wasn't naturally bad, but it left a traumatic experience on both Terrence and Dr. I. From the cause of Dr. Sheep, because he's psychotic and he's a sadistic person with no regards of anyone else around him but himself. And Dr. Sheep injected Terrence with an enhanced version of Tepid, the same virus that was found in 1931, but he enhanced it to be much more stronger and to see how it will work on someone that's been alterly changed a lot. And it didn't go well because he got killed in the process. More like, I want to say killed, but knocked out. And which caused a security breach. Most of the doctors got killed. Some of them got injured, ran away. And Dr. I, he tried to stop him, but then reevaluate of thinking maybe he should help him and take care of him. So he took him and ran away with him along with the other children, giving the other children to families that actually care or try to find their families. So Terrence had been living with Dr. I for a while. Dr. I is his adopted father. So it wasn't naturally bad, but it left a traumatic experience on Terrence and Dr. I. From the cause of Dr. Sheep, because he's psychotic and he's a sadistic person with no regards of anyone else around him but himself. So now, like 7 years later or so, Terrence is now in college, and he's like studying medicine stuff. He wants to become like a doctor, and he's working at like a retail job for now, because he's living in an apartment with other people plus Zoo, which all four of them are like really friends. But the relationship with Zoo and Terrence, I will get onto that later. So that's all for this segment. And let's go on to like the last one for Terrence, and then to the relationship with the others. So now, like 7 years later or so, Terrence is now in college, and he's like studying medicine stuff. He wants to become like a doctor, and he's working at like a retail job for now, because he's living in an apartment with other people plus Zoo, which all four of them are like really friends. But the relationship with Zoo and Terrence, I will get onto that later. So that's all for this segment. And let's go on to like the last one for Terrence, and then to the relationship with the others.
status in social studies? I what? I reveal my own what? Jesus Christ, Carmela, I've been busting my pick all day long to bring home you're so concerned about. And I thought maybe I could have a Sunday and zone out in front of the friggin' TV. Because, hey, you're right, my job is extremely stressful.
Here's another fun fact, which is kind of random, which doesn't kind of look like fit his character, but don't judge a book by its cover. He mostly listens to Will Wood, Radiohead, and Lemon Demon. Yeah. And that's the end of this segment, which I'm going to go to the last and final part of this video, which is about the relationship between Terrence and Zoo, because this video is mainly about them. And I'm going to do a whole pie chart of each character, mainly with like my 4 OCs and how they interact with each and every one of each other, and also how they interacted with characters that impacted them, and how those characters that impacted them also met the others, like my other OCs, which they don't really know about. So, yeah. So Zoo and Terran's relationship, it's like the human embodiment of water and oil, but bread and butter at the same time. And the reason why I say that is because it's more like a love and hate situation. How, yeah, they hate each other, but like they will make out on once or every occasion. And Zoo has met Terrence's adopted father, Dr. I, on a few occasions, and Zoo actually kind of really respects him and stuff like that. Yeah, and the relationship is kind of significant because Zoo and Terrence were just like angel and devil. But here's the thing, though: Zoo is just like somewhat genetically, artificially angel-like, somewhat like that. Just got like powers of it. And Terrence, he's just like a genetically modified demon, just without the tail. And I forgot to say this, but he can't but Terrence, he can just like change himself to like a regular size human being, to like the size of an Eldritch 4 beast thing. Yeah. And I'm just gonna end up the video right here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And YouTube, please. I just want this video to get out there. So, yeah. And I'm just gonna put up the pie chart for like Zoo and Terrence, like a clip of it, because later on I'm gonna show the whole entire pie chart of like my 4 OC interacting with each other, and then later I'm gonna make the bigger version of the pie chart. So, yeah. This is Alien Boy signing out. I hope you had a great day, evening, or night. This video is already too long. It's gonna be a couple of days because of work, projects, and I got one more project to do. And I hope this video gets out. And yeah, bye bye, my alien friends. Bye.